So today we're sitting here with Vihaan Singhal. We are sitting in E2 lower ground. So Vihaan, would you like to introduce yourself?
नो
करना पड़ेगा.
मेल
School,
Srijan School, model town.
age,
Anything under 12 or over.
तेरी age.
18.
Okay. So what about your college life? How is it going?
हम आ चुकी पड़ी.
थोड़ा elaborate कर. कैसे
पढ़ाई
छुट्टी
तो
पड़ी?
नहीं हो रही.
अच्छा, मतलब पहले हो रही थी.
नहीं
अच्छा,
नहीं वो तो सेम ही.
तो कॉलेज के स्टार्टिंग में कैसी थी कॉलेज लाइफ?
सही थी.
जब हम आए थे.
सही थी मतलब कॉलेज के स्टार्टिंग में कंबाइंड पूरी क्लास से बेटर थी.
हाँ.
बट अब मतलब प्रोबेबली लोअर स्पेक्ट्रम में ही जा रहा हूँ.
Okay. So what is something that can improve it?
चूत.
Something else?
बोबड़े.
Something else?
थाइज.
No, brother, something like something that can. Okay, so these things can collectively improve the college life. Okay. Hobbies क्या है तेरी?
पॉन.
Something else
हेंटाई.
that comes in porn only.
ओ.
Any other hobbies?
एजिंग.
Okay, so let's talk about your sketching. Cause तू वो नाम खुद नहीं लेने वाला. So like sketching is one of your hobbies, right? So when did you start with it?
2-3 साल का था.
Oh, तब से तूने start कर रखा था.
हाँ.
But like still his sketches are like one of the best in our class and like ये बंदा सबसे अच्छे स्केचेस तब बनाता है जब ये फ्री नहीं जब ये क्लास में पढ़ाई हो रही होती है पीछे बैठ के सबसे अच्छे स्केचेस तब बनाता है. Anyways, what is your favorite childhood memory?
वो फर्स्ट टाइम वॉचिंग पॉन.
Okay, but like something wholesome.
फर्स्ट टाइम वॉचिंग पॉन विद फ्रेंड्स.
Favorite memory of your family?
फेवरेट मेमोरी ऑफ फैमिली. नन.
Still कुछ भी like तुझे.
डाइवोर्स सेटलमेंट.
Okay.
एड ब्रेक.
मत
अब-
करियो काटियो मत.
वो वेट
Hello?
एड ब्रेक. उर्मिला पटाखा चाय.
हेलो भाई 1 मिनट रुक जा भाई आ रहे हैं.
एक सेकंड. हेलो. वेप मेरे पास नहीं होता तो गाड़ी में तेरे पास दिख तो जाता. एड ब्रेक. ओए एड ब्रेक ओवर. के हुआ.
तूने पॉज कर दिया. So what is your favorite childhood memory?
वो कवर हो गया था.
Still like tell us something, give us something like something genuine.
वो मेरी एक सीनियर थी उसके नोट्स लीक हो गए थे.
So that's genuinely or is it like you're still trolling?
वो टीचर की बेटी थी. दैट्स व्हाट मेड इट.
Okay. Any favorite memory of your family?
नहीं.
But still like बचपन में कुछ हुआ हो या maybe something that you. तो कैमरे के सामने से निकल के जाना था.
मैं किसको कहता रहा हूँ. तू आगे खड़ा हो जा.
ना सही खड़ा है उसके पीछे से निकलने की जगह थी.
चलिए तो कट कर देंगे.
Like of your family. Of your family, favorite memory.
Family.
Anything like बचपन का हो या कुछ हो like something which you
वो है ही नहीं फोन में मेरी फैमिली.
genuinely like बचपन में कुछ नहीं था. Something that they gifted you or something that you went on a trip or anything.
ना.
Okay. So what is your biggest inspiration or motivation?
लाइक जॉर्डी एल नीनो पोया, लाइक भाई लेजिट अनुज जैसा दिखता है, बट बैंग्स ऑल द बेस्ट पॉर्न स्टार्स इन द इंडस्ट्री भाई, लाइक अनुज से भी चमाड़ लगता है वो तो प्रोबेबली है तेरी।
So,
हाँ,
but like,
वो तो तेरी दोस्त है।
but like, be honest with me. Like, is there something that is not like your porn star not related? Any inspiration?
अच्छा, वो कैन ब्लॉक।
That's a good one. That's a good one. So, is it your motivation to drive and doing stunts or something?
नहीं,
Ken Block से यही
स्टंट्स
आया
करना
था.
होता मेरा तो लाइक मैं इवल कनीवल बोलता, मोर लाइक मेकिंग बिल्ड्स, लाइक सेमा लेवल बिल्ड्स,
Okay, okay, I get it. I get it. So, how was your school life?
लाइक डेफिनेटली बेटर देन कॉलेज लाइफ।
Okay, but like, kind of describe it in a way.
क्या?
Kind of like describe it. How was it? Like, how are your friends and everything?
लाइक डेफिनेटली द बेस्ट फ्रेंड ग्रुप इन द बैच।
Oh, were you like popular?
हाँ, लाइक फॉर द रॉन्ग रीजंस ऑब्वियसली, नॉट लाइक दैट टाइप ऑफ पॉपुलर ना कि लाइक वो he's a good looking guy या he's the one getting all the marks, more like कि ये बकचोदी करता है बैंकर
So
उड़ा।
you were infamous basically.
हाँ, अरे यार अपनी क्लास का युवराज हो।
Acha, acha, acha. So you were like,
तू झांट है बहने के लोड़े, मैंने कुछ बोला तेरे को?
काट भाई ये सब कट हो जाएगा. क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहा हूँ मैं इससे कुछ पर्सनली.
भाई इसकी कोई फेटिश वगैरह, मैं बस भाई ठीक है।
So what like how was the transition from your school life to college life?
सीमलेस ही था क्योंकि मैं तो स्कूल के लोगों के साथ आता था कॉलेज।
Acha. So like your schoolmates were like also in college, same thing.
हाँ, मल्टीपल है, 10 से ज्यादा है अभी भी।
Acha. How many would you say कि like तेरे स्कूल से जो यहाँ आए हैं?
लाइक आई कैन काउंट, देयर आर एटलीस्ट लाइक मेरे खुद के बैच के, एंड लाइक मैं डीपीएस वगैरह का तो हूँ नहीं, लाइक डीपीएस हैड दोस क्रेजी बिग लाइक 300
मैं हूँ.
400 प्लस
हाँ.
बैचेस ना, बट लाइक आरकेपुरम का नहीं, बट
भाई
लाइक
आई एम फ्रॉम द ओरिजिनल वन. हाँ फिर.
नोबडी केयर्स भाई।
हाँ, वो तो तू बोलेगा.
भाई लाइक प्रेसिडी, अरे यार
हेलो. हाँ भाई. आ रहा हूँ भाई, आ रहा हूँ भाई. E3 के 4th फ्लोर पे तो आ रहा है, रुक जा.
क्या था क्वेश्चन, कैन यू रीइटरेट?
How was the transition?
सीमलेस।
So are you like still friends with those guys from your school?
नहीं, मतलब लाइक अबे यार भाई मैं क्या गाड़ी नहीं, वो
क्या?
नहीं
बहन चोद, मैं इसकी गांड मार दूंगा.
अबे तो मैं कह तो रहा हूँ ऐसे भाई, हम ऐसे गलत बोल के ऐसे। भाई तू मेरा फोन काटे रहा है, मेरे को छोड़ के चला जाएगा, तेरा तो घर यहाँ पे ही है,
तो
मेरी माँ छोड़ देगा ये।
what is your opinion on classmates?
भाई बढ़िया ही है, सब गलीचे है, बढ़िया अच्छी बात है, मतलब लाइक जो लाइक एक स्पेसिफिक माइनॉरिटी के कुछ बच्चे हैं, उनको छोड़ के सारे बढ़िया है।
Who's your favorite guy from the class? और मैं उतनी जल्दी तो करूंगा जितने कम रिपोर्ट्स होंगे. So who's the favorite guy from the class?
फेवरेट गाय फ्रॉम द क्लास? भाई नहीं, अबे यार वो भाई मेरे को घर जाना है उसके साथ, वो भाई ऐसे
Like
नहीं कर सकता इग्नोर उसे।
तू बता ना, उतनी जल्दी होगा.
या तो शुभम, या लाइक डेफिनेट टॉप 3 में तो शुभम, समीर और सही बताऊं तो ये अंश और अनुज और ध्रुव तो तीनों बड़वे के बच्चे लगते हैं मेरे को।
Who's the worst guy in the class?
वर्स्ट गाय तो लाइक डेफिनेटली एहसान।
Okay. So what are your short-term goals?
चूत।
What are your long-term goals?
चूत, क्योंकि लाइक जो फर्स्ट चूत है वही लास्ट चूत है।
That's quite deep. What do you love about yourself?
डेफिनेटली कि नथिंग रियली फेजेस मी।
Okay, that can be very helpful in certain situations.
हाँ भाई यार रुक जा, हेलो। अबे आ रहे यार, वो समीर का ही काम। अबे तू चुप रहना है अनुज बेंचो।
उसको बोल 5 मिनट वेट करना है।
क्या बाहर निकल गए? भाई तो अबे यार अब क्या बाहर तक आऊं क्या मैं बेंचो अब?
रांड का बच्चा है भाई ये तो।
अबे यार ये समीर के ही काम से गए थे बेंचो, इसी में टाइम लग गया। अबे भाई अच्छा तो अब कहाँ मिलूं तेरे से?
रुक जा।
क्या E2 में है, E2 में नहीं खड़े नहीं है, बस आ रहे हैं। कहाँ आना कहाँ है ये तो बता अब। अबे अबे बहन का लोड़ा चिल्ला रहे हो, तू बात कर उससे भाई।
भाई तू रुक नहीं सकता थोड़ी देर? हेलो। भाई जब बोला था कि देर लगेगी तो फिर तू इधर ही आ जाता, इससे अच्छा हमारे साथ।
तो पॉज कर दे ना, क्या कर रहा है?
भाई
क्या कह रहा है?
आ रहे हैं भाई, वही आ रहे हैं और कुछ थोड़ी ना कर रहे हैं, आ रहे हैं।
अबे मैं
गांड का बच्चा है, गांड भरा, मैं ऐसी गाड़ी में नहीं जा रहा, कुत्ते की औलाद।
अबे मैं सही कह रहा हूँ, लाइक अभी तक तो इतने ज्यादा इंटरप्शन हो गए ना, लाइक इस वीडियो को पूरा लाइक कटवट करने में तो ये तो पूरी रुइन हो चुकी है, मैं
तो
कहता
फिर मैं
हूँ।
दूसरी कब बनाऊंगा? एक ही दिन तो बचा है, फ्राइडे का।
तो फ्राइडे को लाइक मल्टीपल बना लेंगे ना, फ्राइडे को शुरू में ही ब्रीफ कर देंगे।
गांड के बच्चे के लिए।
मत लियो एक सेकंड।
3, 2, 1, all right. So today we're in the parking lot.
ऑन है एक
Yeah,
सेकंड
it's on, it's on. We're in the parking lot with Vihaan.
हाँ
Vihaan, go introduce yourself.
so classmate of Samir's, Vihaan, single, and like honestly, not really a lot to say. Like I'm from Delhi. I've been here since the start, and what else? Like, what should I tell about
Your
myself?
school?
So I have actually had a lot of school changes throughout history because like some family troubles.
Okay.
So like I have changed schools more than like most normal people, like thrice or even 4 times, because
Yeah,
like
that's
I've
unusual.
7 times I've changed
Oh
schools.
damn.
Like, but actually it was more like 2 times I went to the same school, and another 2 times I went to the same schools. But like the majority of my education, like 6 years, I completed from the Srijan school, which is my main school, because that's where I spent the rest of my years, 7th to 12th. And in second, I was also in that school. But basically, like the most fondest memories, all the friend groups I have, and everything I have, I know my knowledge and
Srijan.
stuff. That's from Srijan.
Okay, okay. So, like, tell us about your college life. How is it going?
I would say that college life started out as a very like sort of fairy tale sort of thing. Like because normally when people go to college, they tend to take time to adjust to their new surroundings and stuff. But I didn't have that transition period because I already had a substantially large, like not a small or even like 5 friends or something, a substantially large friend group, I would say. So
From
the
Srijan, your school.
from Shrijan, there were definitely like obviously there were from Shrijan, but like one of the friends from Shrijan is Anshika. You know her, the
Okay, okay, red hair.
red hair girl.
Yeah, yeah.
So she's very social. So on the first day, she got into like introductions with all of her classmates and stuff, and she was able to make new friends in the first 2 days only. And because she is extra social, so she introduced the whole friend group to us. And since they were new, they had the transition period, they wanted friends.
Okay.
So basically, we were like a sort of hamper pack for them.
Okay.
Like एक बंदे से दोस्ती करी, सारे दोस्त बन गए उनके. So for the first 5-6 months, it was definitely very nice. Like for a time was bakchodi, no actual studying or anything. But like now, obviously, studying ka pressure is catching up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say that I tend not to think about it that much because I'm like first year is at its end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we don't have to study chemistry and physics and engineering, graphics and all that subjects which we do not need later on, right?
Mhm.
Second, third year. It's just our mainstream subjects which we
Yeah.
actually chose. And the main subjects that do tend to give me trouble are these subjects only, no?
Okay.
Physics and chemistry. So I'm like, okay, I'll start studying a bit, but the peak amount of studying that I'll have to do in second and third year, that may not be as tough to me as it is in first year.
Fair enough. So would you say like the start was better than the end? Like what's going right now in the college life?
I'd say the start was fabulous, and I'd say there was a middle period
Uh-huh.
which was kind of gloomy. But by now, I have come to terms with everything and I've settled into it quite nicely. Like I would say that in the beginning, I used to even kind of criticize a lot of my classmates, and I
Uh,
used to think that a lot of my classmates are kind of weird and angsty and kind of just not the type of people I would normally socialize with. But as time has moved on, I am starting to really like, blossom into the class. I know how my peers think and everything. So I'd say that, yeah, start was very good, but what I have right now in my college life is not that bad either.
so what is one thing that can improve your college life?
Can improve my college life. I mean, there are obviously a lot of like those external factors which do not really pertain to college life as such, like companionship, relationships, or like some other things like internship and that stuff. But that stuff is like isn't really affecting your college life directly. It's more like affecting your whole life.
Yeah.
But like in college, I would say that the most important thing that would make it better is if I started to get into something related to my honors, like coding. I want to learn coding,
Okay.
maybe some amateur editing and stuff. That sort of stuff definitely excites me because I know that while I hate studying, I do have a knack for learning new
Okay.
stuff. Yeah, like
The ones you're interested in.
yeah, the ones I'm interested in.
So tell us about your hobbies.
Hobbies, I have a lot, definitely. I mean, there are a lot of hobbies I have which, I mean, I consider my hobbies, but I don't really excel in them. But like the niche in which they are, I do like to enjoy them. Like, for example, cooking.
Okay.
I do not, I do not know how to cook. Like these chapatis and like I mean chapatis everybody can cook, but like more curries and stuff I can't cook that. But
Dishes.
like yeah, dishes. But like the normal stuff that I can cook, I like to experiment with.
One thing that I've noticed you in our class, like in the most random of periods and the most boring of periods, you draw the best of the sketches.
Yeah, so
So that
like
is one talent I would say you have.
yeah, like cooking is one of the those talents which I
You
have. Like not
want to
talents,
improve. You would want to improve.
like not really. I don't really want to improve, but when I do get into it, then I like to experiment around with stuff
Acha,
like
acha.
fusions and stuff. But
Sketching.
for the talent, like for the hobbies which I do actually invest time on, it's definitely reading.
Okay.
Because like while I can't for the sake of my life ever actually read a textbook, my whole bookshelf is filled with novels.
Okay, okay.
And like not those graphic novels or manga type shit. Like
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about actual hardbound novels,
Okay.
like Sherlock Holmes and Agatha
Give us
Christie.
your favorite.
I'd say that while somebody might consider it to be a kind of NPC answer, but then again, I don't expect that like I am pretty sure nobody else in our class would have read that anyways. Like, but Percy Jackson is fairly popular.
Yeah, they even made a movie
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, Percy Jackson is fairly popular, and it might be kind of an NPC answer to someone who actually reads
एक
books.
minute, दोबारा. Yeah, like you're telling us about Percy Jackson.
Yeah, so I'm saying that Percy Jackson, while not really something very deep like Agatha Christie or
Yeah,
something, it is kind of an NPC answer because like it's kind of relegated to more of that kiddie section,
uh-huh.
right? But
Science fiction.
yeah, but just because the time period in my life at which I read that, it was a kind of shitty time period when I didn't really have access to any electronics and stuff.
अच्छा
And
अच्छा.
I reread those books like 10 times, 15 times, all of it.
Oh.
And like Percy Jackson, I completed. Then then Magnus Chase, which is also in that universe.
I've
Kane
seen that
Chronicles.
one movie with Alexander
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Dario.
Those movies are really shit.
Oh,
Actually,
those are shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, there is like some sort of reverse psychology thing in my brain where I see a movie
Uh,
and I always know that there is no way in hell that a movie or a TV show can adapt a book or a comic better than the source material.
okay.
Because that's budgetal constraints. You can't show
Definitely.
everything.
Yeah.
You can't cast everyone.
Lack of imagination.
Yeah, lack of imagination and stuff. There are just some stuff which you can't really show.
I think the biggest problem is with Hollywood's greed.
Maybe greed also, but
Money,
like
cash grab.
a
And,
book is a book is something. Like what the beauty of books is, which I think is that whenever I open a page
uh,
and I offer the same page to you,
uh,
you would imagine the world in a completely different viewpoint than
oh
me.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, but
Like
when
I know it's not a novel, but like you remember that scene with Gojo's "I alone am the honored one." Like what people saw it in the manga and how it came out to be in the anime, it was quite different. Like no, people
actually,
didn't expect it to be a orange,
yeah, it was
yellowish
purplish
sky.
or blue, right?
Sky, no?
Yeah, sky was
Like
supposed to be purple or bluish, like
people
a
had
hue.
different visions about it.
Actually, the Gojo scene, I would like to comment on. I would like to add something upon it. Normally, I'm the type of guy who watches anime on like that Crunchyroll or
Uh,
like Animanga, like those Anime Mixed Play,
yeah,
Zoro.to, those type of websites,
yeah,
which like provide the authentic whole episode. But like recently, since the boom, especially in anime's popularity, Netflix, Amazon, Hotstar, these guys are also acquiring a lot of animes, right?
yeah.
So I made the bad decision to actually watch Jujutsu Kaisen on Netflix because like at the end of the day,
They've got the season demarcation, no?
yeah, yeah,
That shit.
yeah, like because at the end of the day, like whatever you say, maybe the episode and the subtitles aren't as authentic, but Netflix gives the viewer an easier approach to
Acha.
watch stuff,
They
right?
divide it in seasons, no?
They've divided in seasons. That's
Like
not
the
the
long
issue.
running anime.
Yeah, but like obviously, if you're using an external website, you have to like click on the episodes, continue where you watch, and like you have to like fiddle with it a lot. It's not really the safety of an actual like paid account like on Netflix you have, right? Like I can start up anything from 2 years ago,
Yeah.
anything. I get more recommendations, everything. But the Gojo scene, obviously Gojo scene was quite popular to me because I also delve into manga stuff. Like I'm not an anime only, right? So I knew that the dialogue was that throughout heaven and earth, I
alone
only
am the an honored one.
honored one, right? Netflix, what Netflix does is it doesn't take the actual translation.
It literally
It
translates.
literally translates.
What was the literal translation?
Above and below, I only am the. It was something like weirdly. I had to turn off the episode. At
Oh
that,
my
like, because
god.
that was the fight I think which I was most hyped for the whole
Oh
year.
my god.
Like more than like other than Gear 5 Luffy, and I would say Shinji ka Bankai.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
how you're not gonna mention
Yeah,
TYW.
Shinji Bankai, Gear 5 Luffy.
Oh yeah.
After these, I would say because like Dragon Ball isn't getting animated,
Obviously,
right?
obviously.
Otherwise, Gas versus Goku and Vegeta,
Yeah, yeah.
that would have been fire. Like that would have literally been Gas.
Literally.
Like literally would have been Gas.
Yes.
Actually, Gas is a long way.
So, like if I ask you, what's your favorite manga?
Manga, chup rahe. Manga, I would say, honestly, like One Piece is my favorite anime. So, kind of like, and especially everybody agrees that One Piece, even though One Piece is an 11 out of.
कर दे.
कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. गार्ड नहीं कहता कुछ.
Okay, so you're telling us that One Piece is your favorite anime,
Yeah, I'm saying that.
but like
One
your favorite
Piece-
manga.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting into. One Piece is arguably one of the 11 out of 10 animes out there, which mostly people agree on. Like even
Yeah.
top 10 mangas of all time after JoJo's, Berserk,
Even though
and
I've never seen One Piece, but I will agree that it is like one of the best out there.
yeah. So, but one thing that everybody agrees on that even though the anime, like the only word I can describe the anime is a magnum opus. You know, like top of the
Yeah.
right. And even though the anime is that good, the manga is simply 10 times better
Oh my
because of the
god, bro.
really bad pacing. Like
So
no,
fillers.
not even fillers. See, that's what
Like they
differentiates.
extended. They extend
Yeah,
the
they just extend scenes. Like there's
okay.
literally two swordsmen holding their swords for 40 seconds, which should be a 5-second scene,
Understandable.
obviously.
That is something that Dragon Ball was like the most infamous for.
Yeah, like Naruto and Bleach is more simpler because
No,
it has fillers.
Bleach had its own problem of fillers.
Yeah, so like, but fillers is something like someone who is binge watching. Like when it is not live telecasting, I'm binging. I can just skip all the fillers and get
Yeah,
into the canon stuff, right? One Piece, I have to sit through all those like elongated 40-minute scenes and
definitely.
stuff. Like I even remember that there was this entire season of One Piece in which up until the good part, I had to watch the whole episodes in 2x.
Oh, damn.
And it still made better sense. It still made good sense.
Okay.
But I would say that manga wise, maybe One Piece, saying One Piece is kind of like, okay, yeah, I like that, so it has to be that. I would say that manga wise, I really like Fire Force.
Okay, Fire Force, man. That's a fire choice,
Yeah,
literally. My first cosplay ever was, by the way, Benimaru from Fire Force.
Shinmon Benimaru,
Yeah, yeah.
captain of
What a
7th Division.
fucking badass character. Anyways, we'll have more talks about anime with Vihaan later on, like different videos.
Yeah.
Go on and tell us about your favorite childhood memory.
I would
एक
say
मिनट
that
सोच ले उसके
no,
बाद
I know the
अभी अभी
answer.
रुक जा मैं कट करूंगा इस बात को so what is your like favorite childhood memory
Well, I mean, it's a memory from when I was kind of like 13 or 14 years of age. So I don't know if I should consider it childhood.
I would say it is
Yeah, I mean, it was pre-18. I would say
yeah
it was childhood only. Like, I grew up without any siblings and even family to the most extent because like broken family and stuff. So
yeah
it was mostly my life was like one parent at a time only.
okay
Right. And like not a lot of company because my mother was very strict and I used to
okay
live with my mother. She didn't let me really like she was overly protective that
oh,
this kid doesn't seem right to me, don't meet him,
oh,
don't go
yeah
out to play with them, just sit in the room.
अच्छा talking about other kids parents are like that bit
No, but like
paranoid
my mom was a bit extra on that behalf. But anyways, like when COVID hit, so like I have a cousin, she's my second cousin, but we are quite close.
अच्छा
I'd say like almost as close as real siblings would be.
so memories with her
Yeah, so like not exactly memories, like it was a whole event kind of like
अच्छा
because she and I are in the same batch.
अच्छा
So like we are cousins, like but like there's no like older or younger because we are in the
okay
same batch, like two
okay
months
okay
difference. So when COVID hit, the day COVID hit, to one day ago, she came to visit us, and then COVID hit, and nobody could go anywhere. So and then their family also started getting some trouble for the next 1.5 year
अच्छा
she spent the entire time at my house only.
oh damn
Yeah,
so
so
you guys bonded over that
yeah, I mean there was a bond obviously, and that just deepened further because like by that time, like obviously you're spending every day with them, right? And every day you're watching something together, talking together, discussing things.
yeah
So it was like kind of like a very authentic, real sibling experience almost.
क्या बहन जो जिसको बोल भाई तो बोल
Yeah.
so
So it was just like a real, authentic, like sibling experience, kind of,
so who is your like biggest inspiration what is it like
inspiration as to what?
to do anything anyone you look up to is there anyone
I mean, Carol Shelby.
okay what's
Yeah, I definitely say Carol Shelby.
so what's your biggest motivation like what makes you get up from bed every morning
Getting up from bed every morning, I'd say like I get horny and want to jerk off.
that's your motivation to get up
Yeah.
fair enough so how was your school life
I would say my school life was actually one of the best that like it was better than most people could dream of.
अच्छा,
Yeah.
because of socialization and everything.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I tended to socialize myself with people who were even more social than me. So it kind of had this domino effect that their friends become my friends and friends and friends and friends, and it goes on and on and on.
How was the transition from school life to college?
And as I said in the beginning, it was seamless.
Same as. So like if we talk about your love interests
Huh,
in the past,
huh.
were there any?
Were there? Yeah, there was like the first one which I had an interest in. She was in like that was when I was in fifth and
भाई
sixth
कैमरा
class.
हिल रहा है रहने दे शिवम कैमरा हिल रहा है रहने दे बैग दे देना उसको चाहिए तो कैमरा मत हिला
Yeah, so the first one I would say when I really got into the concept of actually liking someone, like even minimally, was in sixth grade. I would say like there was just this random girl in my class, and I kind of like never really spoke to her anyways.
अच्छा
Like she
what's her
wasn't a
name what was her name
Manasvi, and she was from Prudence, like Presidium Indrapuram, like the same school Sayyam is from. Like
अच्छा
because I spent 3
shout out
years
to
in.
Saya
Shout out to Sayyam.
who is your crush
Right now.
yeah.
Right now, I'd say like obviously everybody knows it because
Ananya
yeah, right now I'd say everybody knows it because like nobody, I don't really hide it from anybody because I'm not like those feminine kind of like
yeah
I don't want to tell hey it's
obviously
embarrassing. Like it's
you
this
just don't care
yeah like it's this girl from my school Akshita. Yeah.
okay so is she in her college
She was in her college for a week, but like it was kind of like that partial dropout scene no? Because she knew that she would get a better college, but
so
to
where is she
buy
now
so she's in DU.
okay
Yeah,
you
staff quota and
you
stuff.
still like good friends with her
Yeah, I am. We meet.
what is your opinion on classmates
I'd say classmates' opinions. It has really started to change in the last 2 3 months because earlier I used to like delegate everybody into categories like these guys are nerds, these guys are NPCs, these guys are chapri type of people, and these guys are the rowdy type of ones. But nowadays except for like 2 3 people, I'm starting to like really like all of my classmates. I'd say and like the only real like 4 or 5 people I did used to talk to, those were the like only good people I had good opinions about. But nowadays, I would say that it has gradually started to get into the point that I really do like most of my classmates, like 80% of the class, I'd say.
all right that's a like positive I would say like change
Yeah, that's a positive change. And like there are a lot of fun guys in our class. I'd say like there are helpful guys, there are fun guys. Like at the starting, like maybe it was not exactly the type of discussions I would like to have. But when I get into the discussion that they would like to have, it's not something that I can't talk about or anything. So like it's good to have those classmates too, I'd say, for
I
occasions.
see I see so what are your short-term goals
Short-term goals, I would like to say I'd like to definitely enhance my skills on definitely computing and stuff. Maybe even some stuff which is not exactly important like gaming and stuff and sketching, but definitely like related to our majors, computing, coding, animations and stuff. Those things I'd like to improve upon. Maybe even learn a musical instrument. I mean, I already have a guitar.
oh nice so what are your long-term goals
Long-term goals, I'd say that it kind of connects to my short-term goal. Like I'd like to get into those stuff which I have for my short-term goals right now, and then later on, I'd like to enhance those skills.
in the long term also
Yeah, in the long term. Like I don't want it to just be something that I get into now and then I forget. I want that knowledge to be with me when I am older. Like for it to be actually useful to me in my later life.
okay I see what do you love about yourself
Really, like I'm not really a vain kind of guy. I don't really love a lot about myself. I am actually more of a pessimist. I tend to scratch out the like negative parts of me more. I like to see myself in the mirror and
but
see.
if I had to ask you what is one thing that you say okay, you like about yourself
I like to say that I overly do like to socialize with people, and I'm not really afraid to socialize with people, like people by people. It can be any age group, anything, but it has to be male. Like that's kind of a double-edged sword, I would say.
Yeah.
But like males, I don't have any problem talking about. I like overly socialized. Any help you want, anything you need, anything.
So what is one thing you hate about yourself?
Like, and again, this is also a connected topic. So like I said, that I can socialize a lot, but I can't socialize with one gender, right? So I'd like to not be so weirded out by girls, because at the end of the day, they are normal people. I mean, I know they are normal people.
ध्रुव की गाड़ी का क्या?
I just like, I don't know. I am like, what will I even talk to them about? Which I can't talk to with normal guys about, right? To me, girls are kind of a thing which is like you only need to talk to them when there's an absolute need or something, which is not true. I know that, but I don't know. Like most girls I do talk to, they are like not really that interesting to talk to at the end of the day. It's mostly like just
Most of our
chat talk.
classmates. Yeah.
Classmates, and even in general, like even the classmates I had in school and stuff, like they are just so basic and stuff. But I do
Who is one classmate that you don't like or would remove from the class?
in college.
Yeah, our class.
I mean, yeah, I think 90% of our class would say Ehsan.
Fair enough. So, like, what is one crime you would commit if it was legal?
Rape.
No comments on that.
I mean, I'm from Delhi, so I can't really not say rape. It would be kind of like,
This is ironic, right? I mean, yeah, obviously. So, who knows you best? Like, who is that one person that knows you best?
I'd say I spend so much time with my friends that some of my friends, which I've been from, with whom I've been with since the start, I would say that those guys are definitely people who know me the best, and my sister.
The one that you spend your
Yeah,
lockdown period with. Nice, nice. So we have a would you rather question. No, I will be asking one only. I think I did. I made a whole video of asking these questions with you, but I'll ask because there is one mandatory question that has to be on this.
अच्छा
So
एक बताया क्वेश्चन एक ही बताया ना लास्ट क्वेश्चन
पीछे कर ले लास्ट क्वेश्चन बचे पीछे करना शुभम शुभम का कैमियो So would you rather हाँ हाँ अबे यार टाइम खराब Would you rather have a gay son or a thought daughter?
It's a thought daughter, honestly. I mean, I like to joke about it, like, haha, I like to try it out myself and stuff. I mean, I think I did make a joke about it last time.
The
But
video wasn't released.
yeah, video wasn't released, but I'd like to state it on record, anyways, that I did make that joke.
So instead of having a gay son, you'd rather have
Yeah,
a
but like the real
OnlyFans.
reason I'd have a thought daughter is because, like, after the I mean, like, honestly saying,
All right, all
after
right,
the
all
thought
right,
daughter is matured.
all right, all right. Okay, okay,
No, no,
okay.
I'm saying a real reason, like not some out of pocket shit. Like marry her off, and then she's not my problem anymore, right? Jason, I'll have to keep in my house. Like that's just bullshit, right?
What?
I'm saying that an actual not out of pocket reason for having a thought daughter over a gay son is that a gay son I'll have to keep in my life forever. He'll be constantly there to like show me that what mistake I made.
Oh
Thought
yeah,
daughter,
that is a like nice
या
answer.
थॉट डॉटर मैच्योर हो गई शादी करवाओ घर भेजो ससुराल देखेगा उसका बहन चो उसका पति उसे मारे कुछ भी करे मेरे को क्या
Fair enough. That is a very sensible answer. So for the last one, I would like to ask you to give us like what is one message that you would like to give yourself in the गाड़ी में छोड़ दूंगा तुझे आ गया तू रिपीट करवा रहा है मुझे फालतू में So what is like one message that you would like to give to your future self? It could be you in the 10 years from now. Just look in the camera and talk to yourself. You can motivate yourself, or
That
what
type
is
of
one
shit,
thing?
that type of therapy type of shit, which like most people do, and like YouTubers and influencers and therapists like give some message to your future self. I don't really have any good answers for that any time of my life. It's not that I have not thought about it now. Just any time I think about that, I just don't have a good answer. Like do whatever you want, and like what I did
Yeah, so
right.
just say whatever you want to say to your future self.
I would like to say that if you did good, then good for you, good for me in the future. If you did bad, then also don't tell me, because that would spoil my life right now, because then I'll be like कि क्या ही फायदा आगे का, मतलब कुछ भी
Is there something you would be expecting till then that you would have achieved or done something?
I mean, I would definitely say that in India the car scene is very bad, so like it's kind of difficult to buy second-hand cars and modify them. But like I would like to have gotten a cool car by that time. Like
Any dream car of yours that you would expect in the 10 years from
look,
now?
dream cars is a very
Like
derogatory.
one thing that realistically I'm talking about.
Like even realistically speaking, like maybe I could afford an Audi or a BMW, but like what I really want is a project car. You know, buy a car for 50,000 rupees,
So just say that to your future self.
buy a car for 50,000 rupees and fuck the shit out of it. Maybe crash it next day. पैसा वसूल हो ही जाना.
All right. So thank you, Vihaan, for spending time with me and answering these questions genuinely.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you later on.